Around the world, 1 billion people depend on fish for their diet and 200 million for their livelihoods. But over the past 50 years, the amount of fish caught has increased 5 times. The oceans are running out of fish. I'm Alvin Hall. 25 years on Wall Street have taught me a lot about business. But now I'm on a new journey around the world, meeting a new breed of entrepreneur, more interested in doing good than making money. Social entrepreneurs. And I want to help. Hastings, a seaside resort boasting one of Britain's oldest fishing communities. And it's close to the home of Rupert Howes, the head of an organization striving to conserve the world's fish. He explained the origins of the Marine Stewardship Council.
10 years ago, Unilever, one of the biggest purchasers of frozen seafood, came together with WWF, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, to create an organization that would work to promote sustainable fishing. The wake-up call was the collapse of the Grand Banks cod fishery. This was one of the biggest fisheries off the eastern US coast that had been landing hundreds of thousands of tons of cod for centuries. In the 1990s, that fishery collapsed. 40,000 fishermen lost their livelihoods, and for industry, this was the wake-up call.
How do you make fishing sustainable?
Well, before any product can carry the MSC logo in the marketplace, not only does the fishery have to become certified, but the entire supply chain, from the fishery through the processor, secondary processor, distributor, to the ultimate restaurant or retailer.
So Rupert, it really starts with a boat like the one behind us. The captain of that fishing boat has to be certified.
Absolutely.
Apparently, the owners of this boat know all about the MSC.
How are you?
Hello,
Alvin.
how are you? All right, Alvin?
Very good, very good.
One cause of overfishing is the way fish are caught, so I came straight to the point.
How big are your nets?
Well, they actually, if you can visualise a tennis net, that's exactly as they sit on the bottom. They have a leaded foot rope, and now they have a cork line, and they actually stand about 4 or 5 foot high off the bottom. Very environmentally friendly way of fishing. It's very selective.
You've always done environmentally friendly fishing, haven't you?
Yes, and that's the impetus for us to actually look at MSC, and we have a certified fishery on herring and also on mackerel.
Fishers may have to invest to become more sustainable, but if customers can be convinced it's important, then they may be prepared to pay more. Is this actually happening in local shops?
Hello, how are you? I'm Alvin.
How you
How
doing?
are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, and yourself?
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Declan.
Declan, nice to meet you.
And yourself?
I can't believe you have the MSC logo here.
Yeah, we've been MSC for about 5 years now.
And what other fish do you have here today?
We've got Dover Saltfish at MSC as well. These were landed out of the sea 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, and they're already
And
here.
they're already here on the counter, ready for the customers to buy.
I should buy something to take home, shouldn't I?
Well, if you like to, yeah.
Do people come in and specifically ask for MSC certified
Well,
fish?
a lot of the local people come in, they've got used to it now and they understand what it is. And it does make a bit of difference. They tend to buy a lot more Dover sole now because they know it's a nice local fish, eco-friendly call.
That's great, but Hastings is a small town with family-run fishing fleets. The MSC has been at work for over 10 years. What impact have they had on the global fish market? MSC certified products are available in 68 countries. 10% of the world's seafood is MSC certified or under assessment. That's 2,500 different products. Japan is one of the MSC's biggest challenges. They eat 10% of the world's fish. Fish is a national obsession.
Yes.
And nowhere is Japan's love affair more visible than at Tokyo's Tsukiji market. It's the biggest fish market in the world. They trade more than 400 different types of seafood, from wiggling eels to 300-kilo tuna. Before the Second World War, the vast majority of Japan's fish came from local waters. But now, due to depleted stocks, 40% of this fish is actually imported. If this market is to have a future, it's essential that all these fish are caught using sustainable methods. But this won't happen unless customers understand the importance of sustainability and demand MSC certified fish. I thought I'd do my own test on customer awareness. Have you heard of the Marine Stewardship Council, or MSC?
No, I haven't heard of that.
Is it to protect whales? No, then I don't know. I haven't heard of the MSC before now.
Not great, but I'm told there's more hope in Yaizu, a small fishing port with Mount Fuji as its backdrop. Is there more awareness of the MSC among those whose livelihoods depend on fish? What happens if fish in Japan starts to shrink so there's very little on the shelves or in restaurants?
I cannot live without fish in my life. Not only me, all Japanese people.
Would you be willing to pay more for fish that is caught in a way that helps sustain the population of fish?
If skipjack becomes more expensive because it's caught in seas far away from Japan, we will still want it.
What have you heard about MSC?
I only know the name. I don't know what they do.
If this very popular fish restaurant in Yaizu doesn't know about MSC, then it faces an uphill climb to achieve the visibility that it wants. It seems to me that the success of the MSC rests on one key challenge: raising public awareness. That's their most important business objective. We all need to learn more about how fish are actually caught. Here in Yaizu, some fishermen use the pole and line method. It's more sustainable because young small fish that haven't yet reproduced can be thrown back. It's not a common method, even here, and I'm not surprised. And then you put it back in the water, then you do it again? Okay. These guys go out on this boat sometimes for 30 to 50 days. Can you imagine sitting on this narrow ledge with your knees up against this guardrail on the high seas with huge swells? I would not like to find myself in that situation. But these local fishermen have no choice. They have to make longer and farther trips. Good morning. Good morning. What was it like in the good old days of skipjack fishing?
In the past, we set sail in small boats, not big ones. And there were so many skipjack tuna that we could come back that day.
What do you think brought about the crisis in skipjack fishing?
I think the main problem is fishing with nets. With nets, you cannot control the size of the fish that you catch. In a nutshell, it is overfishing.
What would Yaizu be like without skipjack?
I can't imagine life without it. It's not just a major part of our food culture, but it's like our mother's love. If we lose skipjack, it would be like losing our soul.
If the fish becomes scarcer, our livelihoods will be at stake. That's why we need international regulations soon to protect the skipjack, or it will disappear.
Today, less than 30% of the fish in Yaizu is caught by pole and line. But this figure will increase if Hiroyuki Myojin, the president of a local fish processing factory, has his way. He wants to get MSC certified, but his success depends upon being able to buy sustainably caught fish.
My company processes 100% of the skipjack tuna from the pole and line fishing method. The MSC certificate is the only way we can prove this to our customers.
Here, using pole and line is the starting point. But in order to gain MSC certification, the whole supply chain must be rigorously checked. This is quite elaborate, but it's given me more confidence that the fish I eat is really taken care of. This factory was built just 2 years ago with one goal in mind.
It was built so we'd have a manufacturing company that meets the standard required for MSC fish.
President Myojin's company grills and packages fish. To become MSC certified, he must prove his products can be clearly traced all along the supply chain.
Given the choice, 99% of Japanese consumers would choose tuna caught by Poland line.
This was exciting news until President Myojin revealed a major snag.
It's just that, unfortunately, the fact that the MSC logo proves the fish is sustainable is not commonly known among Japanese consumers.
I realized the challenge of getting certified is only the start. Better public understanding of the MSC is also essential. But before I can think about how to do this, I need to unfreeze my brain by getting out of the freezer.
I can't see a thing. It's so cold in there. My glasses absolutely froze up when we came out. We're both blind.